I just found an insanely simple service business that makes $250,000 every single month. And it's so simple that literally anyone can do it. It also doesn't cost any money to start, so you get started for $0. The more I looked into this, the more I found a whole bunch of other insanely simple service businesses that people were running, making great money. All of these examples have people making 6 figures a year with no employees to 7 figures a year. So in this video, I'm gonna cover 7 extremely simple businesses that I found that you can start with no skills and really little money. The last one, you can actually make over $1,000 profit per job that you get, and all you need to get started is just some tape and a paint roller. Before we jump in, I do have a newsletter. Every day I send out a unique way that someone's making money, a unique niche business that I find. It's 100% free. It's a little over a minute read, so if you're interested in that, I'll put the link down below and you can sign up. Without any further ado, let's jump in and look at these 7 insanely simple service businesses that you can start. First, the extremely simple business that's making $250,000 every single month is CanMonkey.com. Now, CanMonkey.com is so simple, I couldn't believe it was actually a business. And what their service is they just bring people's garbage cans from their house to the curb on the trash day and then bring it back into the house. Now, what they're doing is mainly targeting Airbnb customers. So they have commercial recurring revenue from these Airbnbs. People, stay at Airbnbs, they turn over, and sometimes there's not anyone there to roll out the trash, or they don't want to have to rely on the Airbnb guests to roll out the trash. So they're calling on Airbnb companies and telling them that they will roll the trash out to the curb and then roll it back in. They also do have residential customers that they'll do this for, elderly people or people who travel a lot that need to have their trash taken out to the curb. They charge anywhere from $20 to $50 each time that they have to roll the trash out to the curb and roll back in. They're doing over $3 million per year, $250,000 per month with this business, and it's extremely simple. You don't really have to have any money to do this. Just calling on commercial customers, Airbnbs, or handing out flyers in 55 plus communities, elderly communities, where people might benefit from this service. But this one was so simple that I couldn't believe it actually was a business. And the rest of these I'm gonna list are just as crazy simple as this one. The next one is GrabMyBag.com. And what GrabMyBag.com does is they pick up people's luggage from the airport and bring it to them at their house. So this could be if your baggage arrives late and you have to head home, they'll come to the airport, pick up your baggage, and then bring it to your house. And the subcontractors that they hire out to do this are making $25 to $50 per hour just picking up people's bags and bringing it to their houses. For one bag, Grab My Bag charges $65, 2 to 4 bags, $85, and then 5 to 10 bags, $150. And they're partnered with JetBlue, Delta, Southwest, Frontier. I also have seen on YouTube and Reddit people doing this as sort of a side hustle, offering to get people's bags for them from the airport and bring it to their house. One guy said, I'm not sure how the logistics work with this, but one guy said he would go around the airport looking for bags that were left, bags that had been lost or left behind. He would call the people and then offer to bring the bag to their house. And he was making some great money. He would get a whole bunch of bags and then put them in his car and take them to all the people's houses. So there is definitely a need for people who have luggage that's left behind, lost luggage, for someone to go to the airport and bring it to them. And if you can get a lot of bags in one trip, then it can be really worth it for you to get a full load and then deliver all those bags. Now, simple business number 3 that I found is dog waste removal. I found FreshStartPetWasteRemoval.com. They made $200,000 in their first year. I found other companies, Croup & Scoopin', they make $100,000, and she says you can make $100,000 doing this service by yourself with no employees. And all you're doing is going to people's houses and picking up their dog poop, usually once a week or every other week. And it seems like people are charging anywhere from $25 to $50+ each visit. And as I said, there's examples of people making $100,000 a year doing this by themselves, all the way up to SwoopScoop.com. Pet Waste Removal is doing $200,000 every single month with this service, and they have a lot of trucks and employees going out to scoop dog poop. He started for under $200 to get his business up and running, and he just started with some flyers with a picture of a bag of dog poop, and it said, we will pick up your dog poop for $50 a day, meaning $50 every visit. A ton of people called, and that's how he got all his customers in the beginning. So this is a very simple service, and there's a lot of examples of people out there making money picking up people's dog poop. Now, simple business number 4 that I found is joefilter.com. And this is essentially just a handyman who decided that he wanted to focus on extremely simple repeat services. So he changes out the filter in your air system, which is a very simple pop the old one out, put the other one in. He changes out batteries in your smoke detectors, filters in your fridge. He changes out light bulbs, all the extremely simple services that you need on a repeat basis. He does, and he's in the Maricopa County area in Arizona, but there's a lot of options to do a business like this in a lot of different areas where you're just focusing on repeat services, simple repeat services in people's homes and doing it on a regular basis. So he has a subscription service that people can sign up for. For a quarterly service, he charges $39 a month, so almost $500 a year to come 4 times out of the year and change air filters, fridge filters, smoke detectors. And then for $59 a month, he'll come 7 times out of the year and do all those changes. Really, he's offering just the very simple home services that you need on a regular basis in a subscription package. So you don't need a lot of skills to do this. You don't need to be an experienced handyman. All you really need is a ladder and some simple tools to come do this. And any handyman could add a subscription service like this for just regular household services and do them on a regular basis. So you don't need that many customers at the average of, $500 to really start making some good money. Now, simple business number 5 that I found is binblasters.com. So what is this? This is cleaning out people's trash bins, pressure washing people's trash bins out on a regular basis. You can sign them up on a subscription basis and just clean out their trash bins. You can do this for residential customers on a regular basis, or you can go around to businesses, so restaurants, hotels, and clean out their larger dumpsters. Those get extremely nasty with all of the food and items that's getting disposed of on a regular basis, and they need to have those dumpsters cleaned out so they don't smell. So you can do this on a commercial level and a residential level. And Bin Blasters actually has a franchise model, and the average franchisee makes around $100,000 a year from each location that they have. Bin Blasters has a full truck that automatically cleans out the trash cans and the dumpsters, but if you wanted to get started with very little money up front, you could just go around with some simple cleaning tools and clean out people's trash bins. A lot of people don't want to do this themselves and would happily pay someone to do it, and they don't really realize it's a service. So if you went around with some flyers and let people know that you offer this service, you definitely could get some customers. Or if you just went door to door in your neighborhood and offered to clean out people's trash cans, I guarantee you can get some takers and get started like that. Commercial customers will pay you anywhere from $300 to $600 per month to come on like a bi-weekly basis and clean out their dumpsters. So you either go once every other week or once a week. And then people who are having you clean out their trash cans will pay anywhere from $20 to $50 per visit for you to clean that out. If you can get a consistent route of commercial and residential customers, you can build up a solid amount of revenue without that much time spent at each location. And there are a ton of examples of people making money cleaning out trash cans, a ton of websites, people talking about it on Reddit, how they're making money just simply cleaning out people's trash cans for them. Now, number 6 is similar to number 1, but has a little bit different of a twist on it. So I found allywaste.com, and what they do is a valet trash service, but they do this for more apartment complexes rather than residential areas. So what they do is they go to apartment complexes, get deals with apartment complexes, and take people's trash from outside their door to the dumpster at the same complex. Ally Waste is estimated to make between $10 and $20 million per year in revenue. They're in the Scottsdale area, so they have deals with apartment complexes where the apartment complex can upsell their residents on a valet trash service where they don't have to take their trash all the way out to the dumpster if they live on the 10th floor or they live across the complex from a dumpster. They can just put the trash outside their door, and then valet trash services will come around door to door and take all that trash from outside their door to the dumpster. I found another guy on YouTube who was doing this, making $23,000 a month by himself, just picking up trash and bringing it to the dumpster. And I found guys on Reddit who were doing this, making, a couple $100,000 a year just from securing a few contracts from large apartment complexes. You can call on apartment complex, townhome communities, let them know that you offer this simple valet trash service. A lot of high-end apartment complexes maybe already have this built in, but middle of the road apartment complexes, there's still a lot of opportunity to offer this service. And lastly, simple business number 7 is the one that you can make over $1,000 for a single job that you secure, sometimes a couple $1,000s on a single job. And this is parking lot line striping. Now, Jacob Allen of Stripes for Us parking lot line striping makes $20,000 to $30,000 every single month just painting lines in parking lots. Parking lots have parking spots with those lines painted on there, and they get worn out, and they need someone to come around and repaint those lines, go over them again. His biggest source of leads is just cold calling, walking into businesses or calling businesses, telling them that they offer this service. He says you can start with just a paint roller and some tape just to paint on the lines to get started. That's going to take you longer, but if you just want to get in and start making some money, you can do this business with just a paint roller and some tape. As you build up, you can get a line striping machine. A used machine can cost you anywhere from $2,500 to $5,000. A new paint machine can cost you from $10,000 to $15,000. He says the profit margins for this service are 50 to 60%, which is pretty awesome. He gives an example of a typical job that he did. He completed the job in 4 hours. The total charge for the customer was $3,650, so $3,650. He walked away with a profit of $2,800, and that was a 4-hour job. So he made $2,800 in 4 hours repainting these parking lot lines, and there's not a lot of competition for this service. You can just walk into businesses. If you see a parking lot with some worn out lines that looks like it could be repainted, just walk into the business and let them know that you offer this service. If you start out with a roller and some paint, it might take you a little while, but if you can get a machine and get more efficient, you can make a lot more money per hour doing this, and you don't need to get that many jobs per month to really be making a solid income from this service. So there you have it, 7 extremely simple service businesses that you can start with really little experience, not much money up front, and start making some good money with. I was very surprised to see how many companies were out there doing these extremely simple services, making money doing these extremely simple services. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it gave you an idea of how you could go out there and make some money, even if it's just with an extremely simple service. If it's something that is either nasty or mundane, there's always people who would prefer to outsource that work to somebody else. So you can be the person who offers that service for them. A lot of these are low competition, and you can get into with just handing out some flyers in your area, letting people know that you offer this service and the price that you offer it for. There's a bunch of other very simple, low competition services out there that you can get into. If you're interested in learning about these unique ways people are making money, I do have a newsletter you can sign up for down below. It's 100% free, and every day I send you out a story of a unique way that someone is making money, a unique niche business. It's like a minute read every day. It's just there to, spark some ideas of businesses that you could start or ways that you can make money. So again, that's 100% free. I'll link it down below in the description, and I'll send those unique stories out to you every single day. That's all I have for you guys today. I really appreciate you watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you in the next one.